Palestinians say the proposed Middle East plan put forward by the US president changes nothing and actually makes things worse. They're still under Israeli military occupation and gearing up for more restrictions. There was a small protest in the Jordan Valley on Wednesday, an area that makes up nearly 1/3 of the occupied West Bank, a territory that Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has promised to annex. The Israeli army beefed up its presence in the area and closed off roads, preventing many activists from getting there.
The Israeli army has put up checkpoints in several areas in the Jordan Valley. We had to walk a lot, but we found another checkpoint. Their main point is to prevent us from reaching the areas we agreed to meet in.
Those who did manage to reach the area were involved in scuffles with Israeli soldiers. Protesters also took to the streets in a number of West Bank cities, including Bethlehem. There, the Israeli army used tear gas and rubber-coated steel bullets to disperse the crowds. The anger among Palestinians has been increasing, especially after the US recognized Jerusalem as Israel's capital in 2017. Palestinians want occupied East Jerusalem to be the capital of their future state, and not as the Trump plan proposes in eastern suburbs.
To Trump or whoever else, Jerusalem tells its own story. Every stone has its history, and it was never an Israeli or an American. It is Palestinian, Islamic, and Arab.
The turnout has been low. Some of the people we spoke to say it's the Palestinian Authority that need to be heading those protests. But there is also a great sense of apathy here. People do not expect much to change and say that the plan is being implemented on the ground anyways.
Going into the street against the, even totally unarmed against the Israeli armed soldiers is a risk. And people are waiting to see how far we go in facing the Israeli menace and the American menace. And I think this is not going to be a short-term thing. I mean, it's going to be a long-term thing.
Leaders of Hamas in Gaza have also condemned the proposed plan.
Our message was clear. We object to this so-called deal of the century. This is why we must stand united and work hand in hand in order to confront this conspiracy against our people. We must have a unified national strategy to restore our people's rights, to end the division once and for all.
With the Israeli elections only a few weeks away, many here think Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu may start the annexing of some Palestinian territory sooner rather than later. Nida Ibrahim, Al Jazeera, the occupied West Bank.